the long home season, the 13 test matches, a long home season begins for India tomorrow at Green Park in Kanpur. It's also the 500 test match. I have with me Sahil Malhotra here. Sahil, 3 against New Zealand, 5 against England, followed by 4 against Australia, and between one sandwich versus Bangladesh. It's a long test series that is lined up for you. We have not seen anything like this before. What do you think will Anil Kumble and Virat Kohli be trying to achieve? What should be India's ultimate target from this?
I think towards stability and consistency, something which we are yet to see from India in the longest format. We achieved that briefly under MS Dhoni, did promise under Ganguly, but I think under Kohli we have a bright chance to be there at the top of the rankings in the longest format for a considerable period of time, because it's a very young lot, and this is where you can build the team for the future, because that's what the emphasis would be now, because Kumble is here for at least 1 year, so that covers all our 13 matches. So I think he along with Virat Kohli would look to have that core players. They have the core sorted.
And they have that sorted, considering that they've retained the same squad in West Indies. They know their players whom they want to stick around with. It's eventually on-field performance now. But the question that has dominated the headlines so far is the nature of the wicket. Now, we've been talking about producing ranked turners. We've done that in the past with all our venues. Do you think that's a smart strategy? Because New Zealand also have 2 really good spinners in Santner and Sodhi.
See, against South Africa, it actually worked for us, because they did not have a quality spinner in the ranks, and when they had very assisting conditions on offer in Mohali, even Dean Elgar, who had hardly bowled all his life, he managed to take wickets and trouble our frontline batsmen. But in New Zealand, you have a team which has quality spinners in the ranks, like Santon and Ish Sodhi can't be taken for granted. I saw that in the warm-up game, which wasn't aired, so that's for our viewers now. The game wasn't aired, but Ish Sodhi on day 3, when the pitch had slightly deteriorated, he was getting that good loop and turn going his way. So when conditions start turning from day 1 itself, Santner, because Santner is very accurate. So Santner is more or less in the Vittori mold, so he'll stick to that spot and keep turning here and there from there.
And technically, our batsmen are really aren't really equipped to deal with spin if it's thrown at them as
approach of our batsmen will also be tested here. How would they play spin? Because New Zealand batsmen have come out all guns blazing against our spinners, at least in the warm-up game. They were looking to score runs. Mumbai weren't actually a very good spin side as of now, because they had a depleted attack. Most of the players were on India A duty. But then again said, New Zealand players time and again spoke in post-match conferences that they are going to attack and look for runs. So that when you start scoring runs against a Jadeja or Ashwin, it completely changes the complexion of the way they approach the spell.
We've spoken about bowling. The team looks straightforward, but there's one spot which is up for debate. Rohit Sharma. Should he be there in the team or shouldn't he? And if he comes, whose place would he come in? Vijay or Pujara?
I think Pujara merits a selection, going by the way he played in the Dilip Trophy and the way he has been consistently staking his claim in the squad. He was brilliant in the Dilip Trophy. He got his confidence back, and when a player is scoring runs, there's no reason why he should drop in. Rohit Sharma hasn't been scoring runs, and the manner in which he's getting out is frustrating now, because he just threw his wicket away in the warm-up game.
Even in the warm-up game,
you can't just charge a spinner when you're just batting on 18, and he got off the mark with a 6. Okay, now spend some time in the middle. No, you just can't attack a leg spinner who's turning it away.
But that's the way he plays, I guess.
And that's the way you shouldn't play in a test match.
So I think
I think Pujara definitely should get a look ahead of Rohit Sharma, at least in the first test. Let's see how it approaches after that, because there is a lot of debate to be done at the top of the order, because you have KL Rahul, you have Shikhar Dhawan, you have Murli Vijay, you have Cheteshwar Pujara, and then you have Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane.
Suddenly we are bursting with options there.
At the top of the order. So it could well be the case where we have someone like a Pujara coming in at 3, or they can probably drop Pujara to 6. So it's completely up to the selectors, depending on the nature of the surface.
Tomorrow morning, I think all our questions will be answered. I beg your pardon, but it's a tricky period now, because test matches have been under the cosh for quite some time, and now we enter this 13 test phase with India at the center of it. It'll be interesting to see how it ends when we enter the 13th match phase in February or March. It's a long season. We'll be guiding you through the entire season. Stay with us and keep watching the dugout. Thank you.